Whether you're here in person or joining us online, we're glad to have you with us tonight. And tonight we are going to be finishing our first Wednesdays for the year. We started them in September, and we have had an opportunity to discuss so many things that are important to our communities. And so if you've been with us, you know that we've tackled the challenges of things like recovery from alcohol and substance abuse. We've tackled the things of mental health and the idea of how to connect with teens in a disconnected world. We've had an opportunity to look at food insecurity and what we can do about that, about how to break down racism in our hearts and in our city. And we've had the opportunity to look at how lives can be rebuilt after somebody's been through the prison system and comes back out. And so the whole idea of all of this is that when we come together in community, we can inspire hope and change lives through faith in Jesus Christ, and that's what we believe in this church. So we want to continue to do that. Tonight, we're going to take a little bit more of a global look. All of our other things have been things that are impacting us immediately right here, but this is a place where we can have a huge impact with a little bit of effort, and that is supporting clean water for people in developing countries. So we hope you'll stay tuned with us tonight. We're hoping the rain will end by the time we're done so that we can go out and do a training run or walk for our upcoming 6K. And so if you're here in person, we're going to invite you to do that with us. If it's decent and you're willing to go, we're going to do that. We know that the kids who walk the 6K have to do it rain or shine. So some of you may have that same attitude, and that would be great too. Now we're going to turn it over to Bill, and he's going to bring some live music as we begin tonight. Thanks, Bill.
Hey, I'm just going to do a song by Joel Houston called Broken Vessels. So it's got a really neat story behind it, so just enjoy. And you can sing along at some point if you like. You don't know the words at that point. But not for yourself down, raising up the broken to life.
Some of the things that are going on here at Faith for all of us. And the first one is that we have the community meal that is something that comes up on the third Thursday of every month. And we usually serve hot meals to go. And we'll be doing that again this month on the 20th, on a Thursday. And so if you know someone in your world that could use a good meal, this is a great opportunity just to come and be a part of it and to share and some company as well as a good meal. So take advantage of that or pass that on to those that you know could benefit from that. The other thing that's going on is we do something every year called Faith Community Theater. And this year we are going to be doing the production of Cinderella. It's going to be in July, as you can see there. And we have auditions that are right around the corner. So we still have a few openings for auditions for both men and women. So if you are interested in being a part of it and auditioning, go to our website and you can check it out to get lined up for an audition. So we want to let you take advantage of that. Always a great production, and we're already looking forward to it after having taken last year off. So it'll be good to be back in the theater routine come this summer. And then one last thing I want to let you know about is that we are going to be building some welcome bags for the women that are entering into the Wayside Recovery House. We're going to do that on Sunday after worship here at Faith on the 23rd of May. And so we have some needs for some items that we can build into those bags. And if that's something you can do, we invite you to take a look at our website, and there's a list of things that you can purchase and bring them by, and then we'll be included in building those bags. So take advantage of that. That'll be just a fun activity for us to do. It'll help our community after worship on the 23rd. We're here tonight, however, to talk about water. And so we want to do that now as we begin to focus in on the life-saving power that comes through clean water. Debbie?
Thank you, Pastor Buck. We are excited to be part of supporting life-changing water for people in developing countries. And before we can really begin to get behind this, I think we have to try and gain some understanding of what it's like to live in a country where you don't have access to clean water. And I think for all of us, that's a pretty big stretch. So what I thought we would do tonight to help us try and understand both what it's like for people living without clean water and the amazing impact we can have with very little effort, I thought it would be great for us to hear some stories. And so we're going to start tonight with Marie's story. Now, she is very typical of a child in a developing country. Let's hear what life is like for Marie.
Every day, you walk with your cousin or a friend to get water for your family. You have to go several times each day, whenever the water runs out. The spring is a half-mile away, down a steep, narrow trail. You fill up a large cast iron pot and carry it on your head. It's very heavy already, and even heavier when it's full. But you're thankful you have clean water that won't make you sick. You don't have to walk as far for water as many children do, but the climb back is difficult and takes a long time. When it rains, the clay gets slick, and sometimes you slip and fall. That means you'll have to use some of the water to wash your clothes, and you'll have to go back for more even sooner. When you get home, you use the water for drinking, washing, and cooking. It gets used up quickly, and you already have to prepare for another trek to the spring in a couple hours.
That's quite a story, isn't it? I don't know what stood out to you. Was it perhaps the climb up that slippery slope? Imagine balancing on your head and then trying to walk up that steep wall. And the huge buckets, she talked about it being cast iron on her head. And did you see the cushion with which she carried that? Maybe, perhaps for you, it was just all the ways the water got used as soon as they got back, and the fact that they have to go back and do it again. All of those things begin to tug at my heart when I can just go to a tap and get water. And think about the weight of the water they're carrying. With or without the cast iron pot, water is heavy. As a matter of fact, in most parts of the world, this is the symbol for people going for clean water. It's called the jerry can. And it carries about 5 gallons. And when this is full, it weighs 40 pounds. Now, for some people, they strap it on their back and carry it that way. Others carry it on their hip. And some do like these girls did and carry it on their heads. I think we have somebody in the room who tried to run with one of these. Do you remember how heavy it was? Heavy, yeah. And he just ran the parking lot. He didn't do the full 6K with it. But that is a reality, is the weight that these people carry. Oftentimes young women and children. And when you think about it, think of the neck injuries and the back injuries that these people live with. It's amazing. Women go carrying their infants, and by the time the kids are big enough to walk, they're usually carrying back either a small bucket, a cup, or even a tea kettle full of water. Everybody helps. So when they get home, how far does that 5 gallons go? I mean, we heard Marie say that it's gone quickly, and within 2 hours, she's probably heading back for more water. Now, they happened to be near a clean spring, so the water they were bringing home at least looked good, but we don't know what bacteria might be in there and other things. These kids deal with water, in many cases, that doesn't look anything like that. It's very unclean. But we want you to think about all the ways that you use water. Think of the things that you do day to day. Washing hands, brushing teeth, washing dishes, all those things use water. Now, let's compare our water usage to the water usage of people in developing countries. Here in the U.S., we go through 80 gallons on average per day per person. In other parts of the world, 5 gallons per day per person. That's quite a huge difference. And you go, really? Do I go through 80 gallons of water a day? But look at what counts. I mean, every time you turn on your faucet, if you run it for a minute, that's 1 to 2 gallons. If you flush the toilet, take a shower, all of these things add up to get us those 80 gallons of water. And the thing that's amazing Our water comes to us. We don't have to go get it. And so that is one of the things that World Vision is really working on, is getting that clean water to be sourced right to where these kids and families are living. And so it isn't just about coming in and boring a well. It's about changing the life of that community and making it sustainable. It's about jobs as well. So let's hear what happens when World Vision comes in to bring a well. Hear this story.
What if Africa's key to life was already in Africa? And we could save 5,000 children every day.
I'm proud for giving people clean water, because when I give safe water to someone, I'm giving also life to him. My name's Jimmy Kamfwa. We do drill bores, we install pumps. It's good money, although what we're doing is a hard job. I'm 24 years now with my wife, with 2 girls. My firstborn, she's 3. When she woke up, she usually want to eat something. If she finds nothing there, she'll come back to bed and say, "Daddy, I want a biscuit." Then if you don't have money, you can't do anything. I'm just proud because I'm getting money for what I'm doing, which can help myself, my wife, and even my relatives.
Baria nabo kusambira basambira ngefuna ifu tunga sambiriro kuwamya.
Fya kwato bwafya bafire bale tutumina ko bwangu abakwisa mukutuwamishako pakutira turebo mfya amenyisha lya hino.
When we see someone who's suffering, we should also suffer and find the solution.
The key to life in Africa can be found not only underground, but within her people. By empowering thousands of people just like Jimmy, we give hope and purpose to an entire generation. In turn, they have a career that will provide clean water to their countrymen. The first step is drilling 7,000 wells, providing 1 million people access to water. Water4's unique system combines hand drilling tools that are manufactured in-country, which allows for more wells to be installed at a fraction of the cost of traditional methods. World Vision's vast infrastructure and reach across the continent allows more quality wells to more people than ever before, and all the while empowering local individuals to be part of the solution. Water4More has the opportunity to use Africa's greatest resource, the African people, to alleviate its greatest health problem: water. The result means more education, more productivity, and more development. Will you join us to provide water for more?
So this is another piece of what World Vision does. They provide jobs, they provide dignity, they bring communities together. And all of this comes out of the efforts for water. And so I just think we can feel great about being part of the World Vision Global 6K, which is coming up on May 22nd. For every person who registers, that registration fee means that one child somewhere in the world is going to have access to clean water. And that is life-changing for those kids. But the other thing is, you get so much more out of it than your t-shirt. When you get your t-shirt, you will also get a picture of a child and the person's name and their age. And you can begin to pray for that child, for that person who's going to be getting water, not just for one day, not just for 1 year, but for the rest of their life, because you stepped out and said that you would take the steps of a 6K. This is something that we can be really excited about. And I think those of us who've been part of this for a couple of years are just beginning to understand the difference that we can make in a child's life. But World Vision wants us to do more than just keep it to ourselves. They're encouraging us to tell others about this, to bring water awareness everywhere in the world. And so they're giving us a fun challenge this year. And I think it's so practical and so easy. They're asking you to take a clear water bottle. How many of us walk around with these anyway, especially in the summer? And instead of filling it with clean water, take and fill it with dirty water. And carry it around with you for the day. And as you carry it around for the day, or maybe for a week, see if people comment on your dirty water bottle. And then you have a chance to tell them a little bit about what it means to have clean water. And here's some great facts to tell. One is that 844 million people struggle simply to survive because they don't have access to clean water. That's a lot of people. And with a little bit of community and effort, we can do something to change that. The other fact is that more than 800 children under the age of 5 die every single day because the water that they have isn't clean, it's full of germs, they have poor sanitation, or they have unsafe hygiene. That can be changed. And here's the thing that you can really tell people, that World Vision is working on it. And World Vision is reaching one child every 10 seconds with clean water. Every 10 seconds, there is someone somewhere in the world who now is getting access to clean water. And not only that, but 3 schools every day get new access to clean water. So take your water bottle, fill it with some dirty water, and share those statistics with a few people. And when you do, invite those people to be part of our 6K, to sponsor you, to donate to the team, or just to donate straight up to World Vision's Team World Vision. Let's see what a difference it makes in one life of a child. Let's hear Kamama's story. That is sheer joy. Not only do these kids have clean water to drink, but that means less disease for them. It also means that they don't spend hours every day walking for water, but they can go to school and they can actually get an education. The other thing that it means for many kids in many parts of the world is no more trekking down paths that are unsafe, where they can be kidnapped and trafficked. These are huge, life-changing things that we don't think about when the water comes from our tap. There's one more opportunity that World Vision brings to us. The children on our bibs, when we register for the 6K, they get water for the rest of their lives, and that's a huge gift. But you can also begin praying for this child, thinking about what your steps are going to mean for this child, and maybe you'll be a person who wants to connect on a deeper level with your child. And if you do, World Vision allows the opportunity to sponsor that child, become part of their daily life, and be a monthly sponsor for that child. There's a story of a girl named Bev, and I think you'll like seeing what happens when she gets sponsored.
The first time I ever saw Bev was on a race bib for World Vision's 6K for Water. By seeing her photo on that bib, I knew that her community wasn't doing well. I knew she was in need of basic necessities, and I also knew she traveled far to fetch water. What I didn't know from that race bib was that she is an amazing poet. She loves math and science, and she can light up any room she walks into. I learned all those things after becoming her sponsor. When you become a child sponsor through the 6K for Water, your relationship with the child on your bib transforms from a one-way interaction into a two-way connection. You become an active partner in ensuring that your child grows up healthy and achieves their dreams. You support a chain reaction for good in their community through education, food security, and healthcare. You get to know their hobbies, their family, and their progress in school. You get to write letters and invite them into your life. I knew that by becoming Bev's sponsor, it would change her life, but it also changed mine. By doing the 6K, the foundation for a relationship with the child on your bib has already begun. Now you can give this relationship life. You can give this relationship love. You can continue to make this relationship real. Sponsor the child on your bib today and continue the chain reaction.
It is amazing how we can begin with something as little as a few steps and change lives around the world. Our hope is that as you see this tonight, as you are thinking about this, that you are being encouraged to somehow be part of our World Vision 6K. And maybe you aren't somebody who wants to walk or to run, but maybe you'd like to volunteer and help us run the 6K. There are various opportunities that you can be part of, and those are everything from setting up the course, tearing down the course, or actually being on the course. So we need people to stand out and direct traffic for our runners, show them where to go. We also need people to just be safety for our parking lot as people come and go. So there's lots of opportunities to help, and I would encourage you that if you're interested in doing that, just email me, Debbie@faithchurchmn.org, and I would love to get in touch with you and get you set up to be part of the 6K in those ways. One other thing is that our race is physical and present this year. We're going to be a host site once again, which we've done in the past, but we're also going to continue to be a virtual team as well. So last year, of course, during COVID, we had to go virtual. But one of the things we found that was really fun is that then you could invite friends and family from all over the country to be part of the race. And as a matter of fact, this year, I think our kids are going to join from another state again. And it's fun because on that day, we can share pictures and go back and forth about the 6K. And even though they're out of state, you feel connected. So that's a great opportunity for you. And again, if you're not somebody who's going to walk or run, encourage someone else to do that. Maybe it's a distant friend or someone who lives far away, but you can encourage them to be part of this as well. I can't begin to tell you how really fun this event is. It certainly doesn't seem to me to be a lot of work, and especially when I see these little ones and these young girls carrying a cast iron pot. I think I can go out and walk 4 miles. 6K is just 3.767 miles. It's less than 4 miles. And we're not running up a steep slope. Our route does have a few hills, but it's a pretty good route. So I hope that you'll come and join us. And just to give you a little flavor, I've got a video to show you what the 6K is all about from a couple years ago. Enjoy.
I was blind, now I'm seeing in color. I was dead, now I'm living forever. I had failed, but you were my redeemer. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I was lost, now I'm found by the Father. I've been changed from a ruin to treasure. I've been given a hope and a future. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. Oh, you are good to me. You were there in the valley of shadows. You were there in the depth of my sorrows. You're my strength, my hope for tomorrow. I've been blessed beyond all measure. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, counting every blessing. Surely every season you are good to me. Oh, 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 you are good to me.
He is indeed good to us, and we have an opportunity now to turn that around and give that away by being good to someone else. I'm going to be sponsoring a little boy by the name of Tybell. How about you? Are you ready to sign up and to bring some clean water to someone who's going to make a difference in their lives and in their community life? I hope you take advantage of it. This is going to be a great opportunity, and as Debbie said, it's going to be a lot of fun too. So take advantage of that as much as we can. I also just want to let you know one more thing that's coming up on the 22nd of June. We're going to have a community barbecue. We're going to invite the neighbors, invite our city to come and enjoy an evening together with some free food and just good times hanging out. We'll have some activities for our children and lots of fun things. So put that on your calendar, and you will hear more about it, but we will just put it on your calendar now for the 22nd of June for our community barbecue. Let me close off our night with a word of prayer. Would you join me? Lord, we are indeed grateful that we have this opportunity to make a difference in people's lives that we have never met. And Lord, thank you for that opportunity. And we ask that you would help us to take advantage of it and to take advantage of all the opportunities that are to bless these children, knowing that even in that, we might even get blessed ourselves. Thank you, Jesus, in your name. Amen. Debbie?
Amen. Thank you. So if those of you who are here, I don't know what it's doing outside, but we can go look, and if you would like to take a trial, I guess it's called a training, run or walk, we've got a course that's just under 2 miles, and we can go do that. And if you're done for the night, thanks for being with us.